Along the history, Canada was inhabited by different Aboriginal communities, but since 15th century, French and British expeditions arrived, and they are the main responsible of Canada's identity as we know it nowadays.
British Columbia,
Alberta,
Saskatchewan,
Manitoba,
Ontario,
Quebec,
Newfoundland,
New Brunswick,
Nova Scotia,
Prince Edward Island,
and it also has 3 territories,
Yukon,
Northwest Territories,
and Nunavut. Canada is a bilingual nation with both English and French as official languages at the federal level. As a bilingual country, Canada differentiates 2 languages, Canadian English and Canadian French, which consists of various dialects of French spoken by nearly 7 million Canadians. It is the only official language in Quebec, and it coexists with English in other provinces.
Canadian English major influence lies on American English, but there are also vestiges of British English in some fields such as education, units of measurement, transportation, politics and law, places and daily life, etc. These are some examples with its equivalent American English term.
pram,
Baby carriage,
teen,
can,
sweet,
dessert,
braces,
suspenders,
marks.
grades.
And these are some distinctive Canadianisms.
Fire hall,
Fire station,
parkade,
parking,
bachelor,
studio, apartment,
buscan.
and after-hours establishment where alcohol is served illegal.
Canadian English can be called rhotic because, like in Standard American and Irish English, syllable final R is pronounced in words like car and farm. Interestingly, the English spoken in Lunenburg, Nova Scotia stands out as a rare outdropping Canadian dialect.
Flapping is the process of replacing an intervocalic T or D with a quick voice tap of the tongue against the alveolar ridge,
As in the words waiting, capital, and potty.
In Canadian English, this feature is age grade. Older Canadians are less likely than younger ones to replace alveolar stops with flaps. One of the most important characteristics of Canadian English is the Canadian raising. Certain diphthongs are raised before voiceless consonants.
Let's hear the difference between raised and unraised vowels in a Canadian accent.
5, fife, loud, stout, gouge, couch.
It's about taking our citizens. It's about not censoring our art. It's about what's so goddamn funny?
Nothing. Could you tell us again what your argument is all about?
Another characteristic of Canadian vowels is in the distribution of prerhotic vowels due to their resistance to the emergent pattern in American English of substituting A for O before intervocalic R. So they pronounce sorry instead of sorry, and borrow instead of borrow, and so on. Another remarkable feature is the nativization of foreign A.
Canadians tend to pronounce it as whereas Americans pronounce a. Some examples are pasta, Mazda, drama, taco.
I am Canadian. I find it absolutely hilarious when you people point out words to me that you think sound funny when I say them. Sorry, first, out, house, boot, mouse, great, pasta.
One of the most distinctive Canadian phrases is the spoken interrogation which is a stereotype as being said by all Canadians in modern culture.
So I hear you're from Canada.
Yeah.
How's it going, eh?
I have a prime minister, not a president. I speak English and French, not American, and I pronounce it about, not a boot. I can proudly sew my country's flag on my backpack. I believe in peacekeeping, not policing. diversity, not assimilation, and that the beaver is a truly proud and noble animal. A toque is a hat, a Chesterfield is a coach, and it is pronounced